Hello everyone, I'm Iron Phoenix and welcome to Elite Dangerous. Now this is a game that I've done in the past, but you may notice something a little bit different. I'm not in my Type 7. I'm not in my Type 7. I instead am in the new ship. I can't remember what it's called actually. The Chieftain. We'll just go to Stop Services. So the Chieftain is a new ship that was released in the Beyond update for Elite Dangerous, and if I'm just going to outfit him, this is the ship. Okay, so it's a really good looking ship all in all, and so yeah, I picked it up. It's about 17 million credits to get hold of. It's a combat ship basically. I've kitted it out to be a bounty hunter, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be doing some bounty hunting. Playing solo play, so nobody's going to be able to jump me. Oh god, no, that's not what I wanted you to do. So we've got two large burst lasers. This is to whittle down those shields, and for smaller enemies you can just basically keep firing with these things. They tear through pretty much anything. Then to finish them off, multi-cannon. Two small multi-cannon and a medium hardpoint multi-cannon on the bottom. Really nice ship all in all. It's quite nimble. It's a medium class ship. I did consider using it as a mining ship as well. It's a possibility. But in order to do this engineer, I need to get some bounty credit things. 100,000 of them. Or 100,000 worth of them. That should be reasonably easy to do, all in all. Sorry, I'm just having to reload my side. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this ship out, do some bounty hunting. I should note that with everything that I've put on it, it's a 17 million, as I said, it's about a 17 million credit ship. It's with everything that I've put onto it. It's now the rebuy cost of it is 1 million credits. It's probably about on par to my Type 7 replacement wise. So let's go and do some stuff. Thinking about going down. Well, yeah, go down to a belt cluster and see what I can find. Or just go to the nav beacon. Actually, might just go to the nav beacon, see what we can pick up. This is, of course, on a planet. So, a few things that they've done, other than add the Chieftain.
Departure authorized.
They have increased the frequency of the Thargoid, the Thargoid attacks. I think that's how you say it, Thargoids. These are alien. It's an alien species. We don't really know a huge amount about them yet. All we know is that they are attacking stations in the sector. And every so often there might be a community goal to actually start repairing these stations. I haven't seen one yet. I probably should at some point go hunting for them, possibly. But for the moment, I'm just I'm kind of building up my ships, getting some more cash together, and playing around with this, which is, you know, it's as I said, it's a really nice sort of ship for bounty hunting. So yeah, go down to the nav beacon and see what we can see. Once we get away from this planet, of course, it's going to get an awful lot easier. So yeah, basic stuff that I've done to this thing. I've basically built a bounty hunter ship. So we've got your laser guns to take the shields down, the hard rounds to deal with the armour. Beefed up the shields. I haven't beefed up the armour yet. That's next on my list. So yeah, beefed up the armour. Beefed up the shields, and I've beefed up some of the systems so that they use less power and have less weight, less mass. Sorry. So engines, life support, sensors, and Oh, the rest of them anyway. Basically, I've beefed the ship up a little bit, get it away from its stock specification. I've also added the kill warrant scanner and the wake scanner. So if they try and run, I should theoretically be able to follow them. I haven't got any interdict modules actually, and I probably should look into that. This is not really an exploration ship, and it's not really a trader. It's not. I wouldn't use this ship for trading at all. Combat, it does seem to be a very nice sort of all-rounder. It being a medium, you know, it's sort of possibly your next one up from something like a vulture or I think it's meant to be sort of filling the gap between the Federal dropship and the Python. I haven't actually flown a Python yet, and I haven't flown a dropship either, to be honest with you either. Moving too fast for that beacon. So nav beacons, resource extraction areas, they're good places to find bounties. As I said, I'm playing this in solo. At least I think I said that. Anyway, I am playing in solo mode, so yeah, there's no real people in here. It's just me and the AI. And I'm probably about to make a complete fool of myself trying to take down things. Right, let's see what we've got. Contacts. Got Type 9 Heavy. I doubt this is going to be a baddie somehow. It's a Type 9 Heavy after all. Nope, he's clean. Python. This is basically how we do our bounty hunting. So first things first, scan everything nearby. Right, oh, sorry. Let's just stare at the sun. There we go. Deadly. Probably wanted. No, clean. Okay. Cobra. Cobra. Now we're getting into the better sort of I'm not going to die if I open fire sort of thing. Oh god. Sorry, I've got to use that thingy rather than the other thingy. Alliance Enforcer. Cleaning wing. I suspect that's also going to be, yeah, so those three are all travelling together. There's also a vulture over there. I do like the vultures. Cleaning the wing. Vulture. Alliance Enforcer. And all the time I am actually getting scans, so distorted shield readings and the like. These are used for beefing up things. So when I unlock this guy, I should be able to beef up my multi cannons by sort of modifying bits and pieces with it, and that's what these materials are actually used for. Right. Okay. An adder. Adders are sometimes used by smugglers. Don Craig, dangerous. Clean. I mean, what I can do is scan him using my kill warrant scanner. No, he's gone. Viper. A bit more of a combat ship, but weak enough. So if he turns out to be... He's clean as well. We might have to move location. What have we got? Belt cluster? Go to the belt cluster. Let's do that. What I really want is a resource zone. I got some really good, had some really good luck down in a couple of resource zones earlier, and basically came out of that pretty much paying for one of my pulse lasers. So, and I have to say, the pulse laser looks incredible. I don't really like the small and medium lasers. They look a little bit flimsy to me. The large one, on the other hand, no, that looks quite kind of badass actually. You know, just the way that it sort of rears up out of the mount and unfolds. It looks threatening, which is kind of what you want from any gun, especially in this game. Certainly, you know, it's the threat as this massive cannon sort of drops out of the mount. I'm close. I'm very close. This thing keeps moving. Doesn't help. Identified signal source. I might just drop into there actually.
Scan detected.
He's wanted. And as for him, I would assume he got jumped. Usually got quite a nice little... they're both wanted. How much? He's got a bounty of 2,000 and he's an Asp Explorer. They're opening fire on him. I'm doing so as well.
Target shields offline.
It's only 2,000, but I just need to redo my Yay, I get 3,000 out of that. That's totally worth all the ammunition I just used. Okay, but did drop this stuff. Which, if I do that,
Cargo scoop deployed.
And I just move slowly in, hit N a couple of times. There we go. Are you? Oh, that's my mining laser. Yeah.
Drone.
It'll come back in a moment with that. I only actually have 10 of these. I probably shouldn't waste them.
Collector limpet expired.
Yeah, I'll just move in and pick these up. These are all materials used for some quite useful things, so it's worth just picking them up. So basically what happens is you open your cargo scope and you line it up. You use your mapping down there and you line it up with the blue thing. If it's blue, it's good. Unfortunately this one's moving around a bit, or at least I'm moving around a bit. There we go. Now we're just moving slowly. If it turns red, you may not catch it and it may spin out. Like I think I've knocked that. At that point, fire one of them. Let my drones grab it for me instead.
limpet expired.
Right, let's do it slowly this time. Now we grab it and move on to the next one. And then, once I've just grabbed these, I'll skip to another system and hopefully find a resource area. Hello, you're close. How's you? And I think I might make that done. What's that? Oh, those are wake scans. I mean, I could scan it. Yeah, can't be bothered. Right, let's go and jump to another system. Ulka. Let's go to Ulka. Oh, and hard points away, scoop up, and then we can go. J.
Frameshift drive charging.
You should note here, I am using mouse and keyboard
4,
because
3, 2,
this is one of those games where yeah, you can have the full like flight control stick and all of that, but unless you've got a flight control stick with every button that you might possibly need, at that point you just think, well, why can't I just have a keyboard do it instead? It's sort of a flight sim that probably would work quite well with a joystick, but it's also incredibly complicated, and so you kind of do need a joystick and something else. And by that point you just think, well, for me anyway, I just think, well, I'll just use a keyboard and mouse instead. Right, let's see if... Oh, here we go. Oh, we've got conflict zones. That's not really what I was looking for, conflict zones. I'm looking for... let's go to 89 Leonis instead. I want a resource extraction area, because instead of just pointless conflict, I have been in a conflict zone before and I just found it all a little bit, you know, ships everywhere. It's not really what I want. I'm kind of looking for an area in which I can hunt. So it's not everything's out to get me, it's I'm just kind of, you know, scanning through and seeing what there is to see.
2, 1.
That's why I kind of want a resource zone rather than a conflict zone. The two would get reasonably similar results, but I think the resource zones are just a little bit safer and you can kind of gauge it more to your liking. Right, what have we got? Resource extraction site low. Do we have a medium at all? No, we've got... Oh, yeah, we do have a medium. I want the medium. Lows, you get an awful lot of things like eagles, adders, very sort of easy ships. You don't get things like vultures. You very rarely get larger ships with a wanted value. Normal, you get a little bit of a mix of everything, and the chieftain is good. Obviously you're not going to get things, or at least you're not going to get so many things like anacondas, sort of large bounties on their heads, but you're going to still get, you know, some reasonably large bounties. It just kind of, it depends a little bit. Mediums seem to be a little bit more of a variety. The lows, you're going to get some very low bounties, you know, like that, was it 3,000 credits we got off that guy? Yeah, 3,000 credits. It's not good enough. What I really want is 20,000 credits. Now that sort of makes it a little bit more worthwhile, in my mind anyway. So yeah, we're going to go down here and see what there is to see. I should note this is the new update. I don't think I mentioned that. Basically, they've changed a whole bunch of stuff in how engineers work, how missions work, all kinds of things. They added this ship. They added so when you hand in a mission now, you've got a choice of 3 different options. And oh, there's just loads of stuff. They've just sort of done a sort of it's a large sort of content update in how they run things, and it seems to be quite a lot of stuff is in preparation for the future, which is kind of what you should expect from some of these patches, in that it's more of a you know, something for the future. The factions thing I thought was probably the weakest part of it. I did a bit of factions, but I didn't really sort of get into it all that much, mainly because, you know, I've got a cargo hold of 200 tons, and yet I can only carry 10 flyers because I'm not a high enough rank. That I find a little bit weak. Or, you know, 10 tons of flyers. Yeah, I've got 190 tons left in the back here. You know, you can just add a few more if you want. You know, that I found a little bit, yeah. So you know, so if you had a larger ship, I guess it was to kind of respond to that idea that people would have large ships and thus could very, very quickly get traction. But that's kind of how you'd also expect it to work in a certain way. That if you have a larger ship, then it should be faster for you to gain reputation if you can carry more flyers or whatever. So, yeah. I never really got on with that aspect of the game. The bounty hunting, though, I usually always sort of go back to the bounty hunting every so often, you know, as something other than doing trading all the time. Ooh, this is nice. They've done some work on the planets as well, so there's more variety in the planets, and you can also land on these planets. They're all landable planets. And again, you know, it's a bit of a preparation for the future. They're all clean. I've got some material off you. There's the killback could be interesting, unless the guy's using it as a miner, which is possible. Lance Enforcer, he's clean. Yes, we're getting loads of good Diamondback Explorer.
Scan detected.
Well, he's scanning me and I'm scanning him. He's going to come out wanted, isn't he? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Frameship charge detected.
Now I can specify where I hit him. He's gone. Damn it. Oh, just pour some into systems. If that happens, what you can do is you can specify parts in which to aim for. If you aim for something like the drive, you might be able to damage it, or the engine, you might be able to damage it. You might be able to damage it enough so that it actually causes a critical failure and explodes and destroys the ship with it. So it's actually quite interesting because you can also do things like you can hit the cargo door and then destroy the cargo door. Like, there's weapons fire down there. I'm probably not going to get down there fast enough, but I'll put a point into my engines. Or 2. They're probably long dead by now. But there is more here that a bit of a scan. I just saw weapons fire, I swear. What's going on there? Right, just get back to scanning. Hopefully get something good. Clean. Imperial Clipper.
Scan detected.
No. Got an Anaconda over there. Federal Security Service. Cobra. Hello, Cobra. And you're clean. I did get quite a good. There we go. We've got a wanted lance there.
Under attack. Scan detected.
Weapons.
Shields offline.
Wait,
Taking
my shields are
damage.
offline. Damn it.
Warning, hull breach attack. Taking internal damage. Target shields offline. Scan detected. Target
Ooh,
destroyed.
nice. That, yes. Let's put my something
Shields
into
online.
shields. A bit of downtime just to get my my shields back
Scan
online.
detected.
Something's Sidewinder. Oh god. No, no, no. Got confused again. Let me guess, he's with that Sidewinder there. 4,000. Oh hell.
Under attack.
Go on.
Target shields
Yeah,
offline.
there you go. Got him. I'll just spray him with hot lead.
Target destroyed.
Are you gonna come after me as well? In an early iteration of this this ship, I did fit it with torpedoes. Bit of a waste, as it turned out. Torpedoes are alright. There's nothing really wrong with torpedoes, but with only having that single shot, it just means that you've got a single shot, and then you kind of got to go back and reload. And in the end, I just thought, well, let's just switch them over for you know, for something a little bit beefier. Oh, God, there's an anaconda there with a 100,000 bounty on it. I'm going to monitor him. Something else has jumped in there. Yep, security services are in there now.
Target shields offline.
That's one that you want to get in with. Should be dead.
Target destroyed.
Woot. Now that's a nice one to get.
Scan detected.
Right. While they do their scan of me, I'm going to just jump over to the galaxy map. And I'm going to go and hand in those bounties. Should be this guy down here. Todd the Blaster. Plot the route. One jump. Can't complain about that.
Cannot comply. Frameshift drive charging.
One sec.
Frameshift drive
Thank you.
charging.
Oh, for goodness sake, now I'm mass locked. Right, now I've got to go right through this asteroid belt. I knew that was coming. It just, for some reason, it wasn't engaging. And, got to fly straight through it, and then we can get some upgrades for our for the multi-cannons. The guys apparently is multi-cannons and probably some like missile launchers or something as well. Weapons is though is his thing. Refresh my YouTube. I wish I could default it to live chat instead of top chat.
Frameshift drive
Why
charging.
this is a bit of a running thing in that why would anyone want top chat? Why would anyone want to trust YouTube's algorithms? Right, okay, so
3, 2,
here
1.
we go.
Engage.
So what we're going to be doing now is a planetary landing on, I think it's about half G world, which is, so it's small. I do prefer it to landing on the multiple G worlds. Tried to land an ASP on one of the engineers world, and it's about 1.5 G, 1.6 G. And the first try I managed to pull it off with 50% of my hull left. It just dropped out of the sky because the thrusters, the altitude thrusters, just were not good enough to overcome with the gravity of the planet, and yeah, smashed my shields and smashed my hull as well. That was quite a nasty repair bill, all in all. But we're going down to Trophy Camp, and yeah, there's an engineer there who apparently can make weapons better, which, as my bounty hunter self is currently doing, I think better weapons is a good idea. And better shields would also be a good idea, but for the moment we're looking for weapons, and possibly some more armour as well. That's obviously on my list of things to do. Oh, shields is the other person actually. Well, we'll see what they have anyway. Sort of get over here.
Orbital flight engaged.
This is a game with an awful lot of very, very cool stuff in it. And it's only going to get better. They have plans for these planets to have even more variety than what we've got now. So what they've done at the moment is they've added metal planets and volcanic planets, and you can see when you're coming into them how rocky they're going to be by what they look like. So this is going to be quite a rocky world if I was to jump out in one of my scarabs and have a play. It'd be quite a bouncy ride, but it could be quite a fun one as well. I would like to see a little bit more done with scarabs, with exploration. The ruins world was really nice, actually, what they did there. Sort of travelling around these ruins and trying to work out what things were. That was a really nice thing to do. Right, with 16,000 off. This is better. This is better than the first time I came down here. I did a lot of flying around trying to land here. But as you can see, it's not a high gravity world at all. It's about half gravity, half Earth gravity. So your ship might feel a little bit floaty, as opposed to the high gravity world where your ship will feel extraordinarily heavy. Let's sneak into this planet, as I like to do. Oh, I should probably just request permission to land. That would be an idea. Yeah.
Docking permission authorized. You may proceed to landing pad 02.
Excellent. Which I believe is that one that I'm heading to now, at high speed. Because this ship is awesome. Oh, I'm also coming at it from at 90 degrees. That's probably not what I want to do. Let's just cut the thrust completely. Oh lord, my ship did not like that. Okay, let's float in slowly and start turning about now, I reckon.
Warning, landing gear not deployed.
Landing gear. This is... Yep, landing gear's down. No, bad. Back. That's what I wanted to do. There we go. It's fine. Everything's under control. Possibly.
Docking
Excellent.
procedure completed. Ship
Sorry,
secured.
services.
Greetings, Commander.
Right, repair all.
Hull repaired.
Restock all. Engineer's workshop. Detonate those. All of that. And then I can modify my big one. So I can get... Oh, I don't have any sulfur. I can do that one. High capacity magazine. That might be quite nice. That's that one. Lightweight mount. So it reduces mass. It halves mass? It's 30%. Almost halves mass. Okay. Increased range. Increased DPS. Not sure about that one. Reduces. It kind of basically turns it into that would be tempting. Increases mass. That's alright. Oh, I don't have any nickel anyway, so I can't do that one. However, which one was it? Lightweight mount is definitely... Because integrity of things, I'm not being shot at too much, so that's not really a problem. But reducing the mass of the weapon would be quite nice. So let's generate that one. Yep. So yeah, I reduced it a little bit. Might just at least brings me up to level 2 with them. Enough engineer reputation. Yeah. Well, that will do for now for that one, and I can also modify these other two with something. I'll stick high capacity magazines on my little ones. And it was that one. That's alright. I think we did quite well out of that, actually, all in all. And I should also have, yeah, I've got a couple of bounties to get in. So can I? Yes, I can do that here. Excellent. Outfitting, because I wanted to have a look at the armour. It's a nice ship, though. It is a nice ship. Shame I can't put the Black Friday paint scheme on it, but actually I quite like this one. Right, so it was... Oh God, is it core internal? Oh, I've got no stock. I've got no stock of that. I expect... Is it just hard points he sells? By any chance? Yeah. Oh, he's got some rail guns, actually. I wonder if he's got I'm going to stick with my gimbaled gun, but it's actually quite interesting. I mean, I could put a cannon on there, but we'll stick with the multi-cannons and head back out, I guess. We stuck on that. Oh yeah, because we added the greater capacity. Right, good to know. Oh, I want to test out my new guns, I guess, now. I'll just go over to... Where were we before? We were Ace 9 Leonis. Or however you say that.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship released.
I'm better
Departure
at taking
authorized.
it off than landing. No longer mass locked, and right, that is going to be. Let's unlock that. Do that.
Shift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Well, there is of course another way of gathering materials, which is bounty hunting. Won't get a huge amount, but might get some interesting things there. Quite like to get some nickel, because nickel seems to be able to unlock some really good stuff. So that would definitely be on the cards. Something to pick up. We'll just get up to orbital cruise and go from there. Stare at the sun for a little. Yeah, I've been enjoying this update so far. I've only been playing it today, actually. Suddenly got the urge to play it once more, as you do with quite a lot of games. Actually, it's not something that's constantly necessarily on a rotation. I sort of go through rotations of wanting to play things. So I've been playing things like Terror Tech at the moment.
Frameshift drive charging.
Fallout is a reasonably good sort of go for any time type of game, but and Minecraft, of course. Ooh. Well, okay.
2, 1, engage.
I was sort of considering just dropping out and saying hello to that interdictor. But it doesn't matter now. We're off to a resource extraction site. We'll go to the same one that we were at before, and blow away some bounties. Wait, what? Resource extraction site. Here we go. It's the standard one. Working towards making some money back for this ship, or from this ship. Well, I say making some money back, putting more on this ship, because I think it actually would be a really nice sort of bounty hunting kind of vehicle for all kinds of things. At least until I can get something like a python or an anaconda, you know, something big and threatening. But that's a long way off, because quite frankly I would prefer to upgrade my trader for the community goals. You know, community gold comes up, you just want to basically pack your trader full of as much stuff as possible and haul it over there, and you get huge amounts of credits for doing that. You know, things like superconductors or whatever, makes you an awful lot of money, and it's what you kind of want. So I would prefer to go over to something like Type 9 or the combat variant of the Type 9, rather than buy an Anaconda first off. That would be my secondary ship. And then I can get drones and fighters. I mean, I'll get kill back actually, but I am tempted by that one. Yeah, right. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do some SRV stuff. Oh god, rocks. Right. Type 9 heavy. Yeah, this is going to be a combat vehicle. Well, he's an expert at what he does, but he's clean. Gunship, on the other hand. Oh, no, it's like I'm confused again. Federal gunship. Clean.
Scan detected.
Ooh, something's decided to scan me. It's called a champion.
Scan detected.
Something is scanning me. Federal Security Service.
Scan detected.
Now, I don't know if I'm just being scanned by security services here, or if it's pirates. Oh, it's something called yes, this one, I think. Clean. Diamondback Explorer. That one could be a pirate. No. Diamondback Scout. I had some run-ins with Diamondbacks, I think. Come on, wanted. No, goodness sake. Something's having fun. It says Dumbfire.
Scan detected.
Right, that's security service. Not having much luck here, actually, this time around. Everything that I'm scanning is a security service of some description. An Alliance Enforcer. They're all clean.
Scan detected.
Oh, he's wanted. Quite a lot of money as well. Hello.
Under attack. Target shields offline. Target cargo dropped.
Yeah, because that's going to save you. Not the cargo I want. Though, actually, I might have just hit his cargo scoop, his cargo bay. And, ooh, phase alloys. They look interesting. Pick them
Cargo
up.
scoop deployed.
Sneak up on them. Leather. Beer. I don't really want to touch that stuff. The material, sure. Yeah, that was easy for that one. Had a few interesting run-ins with these guys.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Yeah. Yep, and I'm passing up the beer because I don't want to. It's technically stolen, even though I blew it out of a pirate. It's all in that wing. That's all that. They're friendly. He's clean. Not 20. God, everyone around here is security service. All clean. Well, while I'm waiting, I may as well do something. I'll pick this lot up.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Yeah, beer and leather. Bit of an odd combination, but hey, if it floats their boat. Well, it didn't in the end. Ooh, sidewinders.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Sometimes clean. Someone's having fun. Says proximity mines.
Target shields offline.
He's wanted. I can't see him, and he's only a.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, damn it. Ugh, duh, damn it. That was a big rock. Ooh, ooh. Oh no, that's somebody's. Oh, I'm trying.
Shields offline. Taking damage.
Yes, let's not. Rocks are bad. There's an adder. He's not going to be alive for much longer. He's wanted. But I'm not going to be able to.
Target destroyed.
I doubt I tapped him enough. though after my encounter with that rock, probably shouldn't look for more trouble. Going to go and get a repair. I think that would be an idea. So there's that asp scout. Check the asp scout, and then we'll and then I'll go and get some get a repair. I think. God, he's wanted as well.
Scan detected. Target shields offline.
I really do like multi-guns. They're fun. Hopefully he can pay for my encounter with that rock.
Under attack.
Oh, he's dead.
Target
Ooh,
destroyed.
he had a lot on him. And, more importantly,
Cargo scoop deployed.
he had some compound shielding. Say, stop moving.
Programming limpet drone.
Okay, where's my limpet drone gone? It's flying around in circles.
Collector limpet expired. Cargo scoop retracted.
Right. Let's get back to a station. Quite a lot of here we go, dock. That to engine. So I can just keep using the boost. A little bit higher. One of the things that I don't like about this ship, it's a really sort of minor thing. Yeah, the Chieftain is a really good ship. The one thing that I have a problem with it is that you can't look down. I'm used to being able to look down through a window that kind of goes around there, like in the Type 7. You can't look down, and so when you're landing on planets, it's really difficult to see where your marker is. That's the only issue that I have with it. Other than that, it's a brilliant ship. It's a great bounty hunter, and I did wonder actually about using it as a miner, on the basis that if you're around in resource extraction zones anyway, fit it with a refinery, and when you're doing, you know, in your downtime, just do a bit of mining. I think it would make quite. It's got enough modules left for you, I think, to get away with it. But if you're doing things like planetary landing, then you're going to want to change one of those modules over to a Scarab Bay. That's the only. It doesn't have quite enough modules for you to make it a sort of a reasonable all-rounder. But as a sort of as a bounty ship, it's great. As a miner, I think it would be quite good, but you know, it's sort of a combination of the two. But yeah, it's a really nice ship all in all, and you know, it's because or you don't actually need, because it's an alliance ship. You don't actually need any kind of rank with the alliance, because they don't have rankings to get hold of it. So yeah, the the only thing is that if you want to get a 10% discount, apparently you have to have the Founders World permit to get into the into the system that sells it at the discount. Otherwise, you can only get it at the flat rate of 17 million or something. But yeah, it's, you know, I quite like this ship. It's kind of got 4 engines as well, which is kind of neat. It's kind of like what's the Osprey? You know, with the tilting engines. It's kind of that style, and you got 4 of them. So yeah, it's a little different to the ships that I usually play, which is basically just a flying brick, or my Asp, which is, it's an explorer. It's not really it's a bit of a multi-role. It's a little bit more combat focused. I certainly wouldn't use this for trading. There's not enough space. I think you could probably get more space in a Type 6 for the same sort of landing pad size. Blue icon top left. Oh, that one. Friend request. Yeah, that was a friend request that's been sitting up there for a little while now, since I did some arena. I haven't actually done any wing stuff, and I probably should at some point. Because they've added wing missions now, so you can pick up a mission and get your wing to haul it to another location. You know, so wing cargo missions, you can take a mission as a wing instead of just as a person, and then sort of get some of the income from it, which is, you know, it's leading on to bigger and better things, certainly. If the notes are anything to go by, you know, what they actually want to do this season. This is a free season, I should note. They've decided to do their seasons a little differently this year. And so, if you've got Horizons, I think, then this is a free season. Otherwise, you need to buy Horizons to get some of the content. But I don't know how much of the content is Horizons and how much of the content would actually be available in the base version. In any case, I do recommend Horizons if you've got the base game already. Yeah, I had a couple of dropouts. I did wonder if it was me or them. Seems to have stabilised now. Well, as you've seen, we've done over an hour now with no dropouts, which is quite good. Time does fly though. I swear we were only 5 minutes in a moment ago, but just need to check the time. Yeah, I can do 10 more minutes and then I'll stop. Well, I might actually just fly into the station and then sort of do what I need to do here, and then end the stream. I need more drink anyway. But yeah, it's been quite a fun little adventure today, I think. You know, bit of shooting things. Oh God! Yes, I'm.
Attention! You are in breach of federal
yes, I know. I forget to do this sometimes. It's just not a normal thing to have to do in a game, to request permission to land. Usually you can just fly into a station and they're like, yeah, that's cool. They won't say, get out of our space and now we're going to fine you 400 credits for forgetting to request permission to land. Oh God. Request docking.
Okay, Commander. Make your way to landing pad number
But they're absolutely
4 and
fine
5.
with you actually requesting permission to land, after having trespassed on their territory. Yeah. It's perfectly fine. It's not even a complaint. It's something that I think this game it sort of makes this game even more unique.
Restrictions are in place at this facility.
There's a version of me. Right, so sneak in. Because I like sneaking into these places. Was it 40, 45? Where's 45? 45 is that? And this is the other great thing about it, you know. A lot of games they'll just say, yeah, dock anywhere you like. This one, oh no, you've got to get the right pad. And yes, I've remembered the landing gear this time. I usually do when I'm coming in like this, and then when I'm going weird, I kind of think about that and forget completely about the idea that you actually have to have your landing gear down. Oh god. Pad, yeah, and then I get pad loitering warning because I've flown a little bit close to. Right, let's get this thing down. Right, enter the hangar.
Solid contact. You may disembark when ready. Station facilities are at your disposal, Commander.
Yeah. Pay my fines so that I can get full access to this place. And repair all, restock all, outfitting. Because there is something that I need from this place. Just to increase my survivability a fraction. If this place actually has what I need. Is it in core internal? No stock. That's a shame. I need better armour really. See if there's anything else I could improve that bit. I like to get the D versions of things, they're a bit lighter. It's sort of worth doing just to get the lighter modules, I find. But yeah, I think I'll end the stream now. I usually do about an hour anyway, and I'll probably be back tomorrow with something, either this or something else. But I like my new ship. It's a nice little thing. But yeah, so with that I will say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next